Hello, everyone, and welcome to our Under the Hat Super Bowl special. I'm Jack Covtelli.
And I'm Ben Zollers. It's our second Eagles-Chiefs Super Bowl special in 3 years, and we are excited to bring our coverage to the big game. We have a jam-packed show.
That's right, Ben. Today we'll break down the Chiefs-Eagles matchup, and Lex Avalon will look at the career of Chiefs head coach Andy Reid.
Also, watch as Ryan Zaneski kicks it up a notch in an extra point trying with Ryan episode. Then find out what your fellow Hatters are doing to watch the big game as Jackson Lasher asks around for score predictions. We have lots to cover, so let's get to it.
Before we look at the matchups, let's look at how both teams got to the Super Bowl. We begin with the Kansas City Chiefs. After a first-round bye, the Kansas City Chiefs defeated the Houston Texans 14-23 in the second round of the playoffs. That set up yet another shootout for the Chiefs against Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills in the AFC Championship game. Controversial calls from the referees colored what was otherwise an exciting win for the Chiefs. Mahomes and Allen both threw for over 230 yards. The Chiefs now look to take down another familiar foe in the Eagles en route to the first ever Super Bowl three-peat.
And it hasn't been smooth sailing either for the Birds, even though they defeated the Packers quite comfortably in the first round, 22-10. In round two, Mother Nature and the Rams proved to be a much tougher challenge, but a legendary 205-yard, two-touchdown performance on the ground from Saquon Barkley in the snow lifted Philadelphia over Los Angeles 28-22. The Eagles would then demolish their division rival Commanders 55-23, carving out their path to the Big Easy to play in Super Bowl 59 in the Caesars Superdome.
Sunday's game is a chance for the Eagles to avenge their Super Bowl 57 loss. In that game, the Eagles squandered a 10-point halftime lead to lose to the Chiefs 38-35. With the game tied to 35, Eagles cornerback James Bradberry was flagged on a controversial holding call, giving the Kansas City Chiefs a big first down, allowing the final drive to continue that set up a go-ahead field goal with 8 seconds left to seal the deal for Mahomes and the Chiefs.
So let's take a look at some stats. So Jack, Kansas City is averaging more yards per game overall in the playoffs with 197 to Philadelphia's only 138. However, the Eagles are completely destroying them in the ground game. Of course, that's thanks to their great offensive line and Saquon Barkley with 227 yards per game on average. What do you think about that?
I think that's a great point, Ben. You saw in that Super Bowl 57, it really was pass heavy, and Jalen Hurts, back then, he was still a young quarterback. He was not fantastic in the passing game. But having a running back, Miles Sanders wasn't bad by any means, but having Saquon Barkley with his caliber and his proven talent, it's just made this offense go to a whole nother level. And you can see the Chiefs are pass heavy. They don't even have 100 yards per game in the playoffs, and they're 11th. Meanwhile, the Eagles are second in the playoffs. So I think it's going to be very important to watch this run game in Saquon Barkley.
Now, yeah, granted, now some might make the argument, oh, well, the Eagles played an extra Chiefs game because the Chiefs were so great they had the first round bye. But, I mean, even if you were to take one game away from the Eagles, they still demolished the Chiefs in areas like that. And if we take a look at our quarterback comparison, this is where maybe it goes a bit more in the Chiefs' favor. Of course, they have Patrick Mahomes, the greatest quarterback in the NFL right now, without a doubt. 211 yards averaging, 2 touchdowns. Neither quarterback has any interceptions. And Mahomes with an obviously better passer rating. But I personally think that that's not as big of a deal for the Eagles because, while Mahomes is probably going to throw to Travis Kelce, as we saw a lot in the last Super Bowl, right? That's his number one target. When you have Saquon Barkley in an offensive line that anyone can run behind, even Will Shipley, I think that will be a big advantage for the Eagles.
I agree, Ben. I think that's going to be a big deal. I will say that Travis Kelce is going to be interesting to watch in this game. We saw Zach Ertz again when we played the Commanders. The Eagles could not stop him with their linebacker play. He had a lot of targets, he had a lot of catches, and a lot of yards. So someone that's better and younger in Travis Kelce, that's going to be a bigger deal if our linebackers can't step up. Personally, I think the Eagles linebackers will, but it's still a good storyline to look at.
Turning now to the skipper of the Chiefs, Andy Reid. Coach Reid is certainly an accomplished coach and is a first ballot Hall of Fame inductee. When he retires, HHTV Sports reporter Lex Avalon looks at the career of Big Red from his time in Philly to Kansas City. What do you got, Lex?
Andy Reid is one of the most successful coaches in NFL history. He currently ranks 4th all-time with 301 wins. Big Red is only 3 postseason victories away from tying Bill Belichick for most playoff wins. As most football fans know, Chiefs coach Andy Reid began his head coaching career in Philadelphia. Andy's career with the Eagles was both celebrated and criticized during his 14 seasons with the Birds. Let's take a quick look at Andy's career with the Eagles and the Chiefs. Reid coached the Eagles from 1999 to 2012. During that time, Andy won 130 games and had a winning percentage of .583. His team advanced to 4 NFC Championship games and appeared in 1 Super Bowl. He took the Birds to the playoffs 9 out of the 14 seasons with the Eagles. His playoff record with the Birds was a ho-hum 10-9. Andy had great teams during his tenure with the Eagles, but his teams only made the Super Bowl once. Andy's issue with the Eagles was that he just couldn't find a way to win in the biggest games, due mainly to clock management issues. The Eagles and Andy parted ways in 2012. Andy began his head coaching career in Kansas City in 2013. His winning percentage is .730, which is incredible. Andy's playoff record with the Chiefs is 18-7, with 4 NFC Championship titles and 3 Super Bowl wins. On Sunday, Big Red will try for his 4th ring and become the first team to win 3 consecutive Super Bowls. I am impressed with what Coach Reid has accomplished in his career, but Eagles coach Nick Sirianni is also making his mark in the NFL. Sirianni is making his second Super Bowl appearance in his 4th season as NFL head coach. We will see if Sirianni can outlook future Hall of Fame coach Andy Reid this time around. I believe the Eagles will prevail 41-33. That's my take on the big game. Now back to Ben and Jack.
Thanks for that report, Lex. Let's hope that if the game is close, Andy mismanages the clock like he did so many times with the Eagles. It's going to take a determined performance to roll over the Chiefs on Sunday. And that means everybody from Jalen Hurts to Jake Elliott is going to have to step up.
That's right, Jack. And HHTV wants to do their part as well. That's why on this special episode of Trying with Ryan, Ryan Zaneski and Mr. Stevens kick into high gear practicing their extra point attempts just in case Elliott catches a case of the Super Bowl yips this Sunday. Over to you, Ryan.
Hello, and welcome to a special big game edition of Trying with Ryan. Now, I don't know if you know this, but the Eagles are going to the Superb Owl. And I'm rooting for him, I'm really excited, I'm really happy. But I have one problem with this. I don't trust Jake Elliott in the slightest. I took notes on him earlier. I just don't trust him. So I'm here with HH resident kick specialist, Mr. Stevens, and we're gonna ask him his knowledge. So what do you know about kicking?
I kicked a little bit in high school, and I play soccer every weekend, so I got a good foot on me, I think.
Good feet or just 1 foot? Okay. What's your medical history? Because if it's just 1 foot.
Both of my ankles have been rolled pretty bad, but I've never broken anything. So.
Okay, bent but never broken. Good. That's good. Okay.
Oh gosh. Ah! Oh, that's good.
It's good.
Oh, that was scary. The biggest thing I'm worried about is kicking you right now.
Me too.
Okay, that's hope. Okay, well, let's see. Yeah! Hey, it was a kick. There was air. There was air.
That was pretty good.
I made air.
That wasn't bad. That actually wasn't bad.
Can I keep it $1.50 with you?
Yeah, go ahead.
I'm only going for the Kendrick Lamar concert.
I heard. You'll get a front row seat though if you're good enough, right?
I hope so. 1, 2, 3. I gotta think about this again. Hold on. Oh! Second try. Yeah.
That was great.
That was pretty good. That was actually pretty good. Thank you.
That was really good.
Oh
all
my
right,
gosh.
so now we're gonna back it up a little bit. All right, throw the marbles. Put all the gumption you got into this one. Put your chest and your legs and your feet and your soul.
Oh, I'm gonna kick this.
Hoop it.
Oh, did I kick your hand? Okay. Oh,
We
Philadelphia
lost,
just
Ryan.
crushed my back.
We lost the Super Bowl, Ryan.
We just lost the Super Bowl.
It's over.
Yeah. Well, I don't think they use people to hold the ball in football anymore.
I think they do use people
No,
to
they
hold
use
the
the
ball.
little thing.
What do you mean the little
The
thing?
little orange thing.
That's only for kickoff.
Is it actually?
Yeah.
Well, why do they still use the person? That's so archaic.
I think if you I think first step is learning the rules of football. I think that's the first step to becoming a kicker, Ryan. But I think we're on the right track.
Wait, does this mean I can't see the concert?
Probably.
Oh, okay. Well, this was Trying with Ryan, and I'm not going to the Super Bowl. Can I see this for a second? See ya next time.
Thanks, Ryan, but I don't think Jake Elliott's job's going to be at risk. Now, there's been plenty of talk about the loyalty issues between both the Swifts and the Kelsey families. Both Taylor Swift, her father, Scott, Jason, and Kylie Kelsey are self-proclaimed Eagles fans. It's understandable why Taylor Swift has to root for the Chiefs, but for Jason and Kylie Kelsey, rooting against your favorite team on the biggest stage is an interesting dilemma for them. Jason and Kylie Kelsey released videos declaring their loyalty, or did they? Here's Jason Kelsey explaining his decision.
We can't tell who you're rooting for, Jason.
What are you talking about?
Unbelievable.
This is just what I'm wearing around the house. I just have a lot of Eagles gear.
I mean, it makes sense.
Here's the biggest thing. For me, obviously, you're my brother. I always root for my brother. That's the reality of it. All right? Even though I'm decked out in Eagles gear, I'm always going to root for Travis.
Take that, Philly.
But,
What?
yeah, but there's a lot of people in the Philadelphia organization, whether it's players, coaches, people in the building, that feel like extended family to me, especially my former lineman. Like Lane Johnson feels like a brother in a lot of ways. I'm rooting for those guys too. I'm rooting for Philadelphia and I'm rooting for Travis Kelce. That's the reality of it. No matter what, on game day, I'm going to be happy for one of those sides. And I'm going to be sad for the other side.
Yeah, I was about to say, it'd be mixed emotions, man.
I still feel like I am a Philadelphia Eagle and that I'm a part of all of these people that root and cheer on our team. I would be lying if I said I don't want the Eagles to win, but I also want Travis Kelce to win. So that's a long-winded way of saying I just want to see a good football game, and whoever wins, I'm going to be happy for that guy.
You heard it here first, folks. He wants Travis Kelce.
I don't know, Ben. That didn't seem like a real answer. I think he was trying to let down his brother a little bit slowly there, saying that he was going to pick the Eagles over the Chiefs.
I would agree with that, Jack. And he says the part about rooting for, Uncle Travie, or as his kids like to call him. I think that he definitely wants his brother to do well. Kind of like when Saquon was on the Giants as Penn State fans. We wanted him to do well, but we wanted them to lose. I think that's a similar thing how Jason Kelsey's feeling. He wants his brother to win, but I think ultimately he has so much with the Eagles. He spends so much time there. I think that he wants the Eagles to win in the end.
Yeah, I perfectly agree, Ben. Next up, bird flu is coursing through Hatboro-Horsham, and I'm not talking about the illness. This week, HHTV reporter Jackson Lasher soared through the halls of the high school to get a temperature check on the Eagles faithful at HH. Stay tuned to hear what your fellow Harris plan to do for the big game as they reveal their score predictions. Take it away, Jackson.
Hello, I am Jackson Lasher from HHTV, and today we are interviewing students and teachers about score predictions for this Super Bowl. Go Birds!
I am heading over to my friend's house with all of my kids and their friends, and there'll be 3 families to watch the game and cheer on the Eagles.
I'm going to go down to my cousin's house in South Philly, and I'm going to watch the game there.
I'm going to my aunt's house, and we're all watching it on the TV.
I'm pretty confident the Eagles are going to win. Let's see what the refs are going to do with Patrick Mahomes on a run. Hopefully we hit him hard enough to get it in.
I'm feeling pretty good. We got Saquon Barkley, best running back of all time. I just think it's going to be a great game. We're going to win 42-20.
I'm feeling really confident that we are going to bring home a Philadelphia Eagles win.
I'm feeling pumped up. We get a rematch against the Chiefs, so I'm very pumped up about that. We're going to get our revenge.
I'm feeling pretty good. You know what they say, the Avengers had to fight Thanos twice to win. So I think they got it this time. They lost last time, but they're going to win this time.
Score prediction. I think that it's going to be a high-scoring game. So my prediction is going to be 45-35 Eagles.
I got the Eagles going 35-26. That's my score prediction for the game.
My score prediction is, I think it's going to be 21-36 Eagles.
So today, we interviewed everyone, and they were pretty confident that the Eagles were going to win. My score predictions is that they are going to win 34-30. It's going to be a little chaotic, but it's whatever. So, go Birds!
Thanks, Jackson. Now, Jack, personally, my score prediction, I think that the Eagles win it 38-25. I think that it's really close till the end. It gets down to 2 minutes, but instead of the Chiefs having a ball and a questionable penalty being called on the Eagles, I think the Eagles have it. It's close, like 3rd and 1. I think that they hand it off to Saquon, and I think he takes it to the house for a touchdown and seals the deal.
Yeah, I agree, Ben. So everyone knows the last Super Bowl special, I picked the Chiefs to win, and they did.
Correct.
I could see the Chiefs possibly winning because of the refs and because of that whole situation. But personally, I think I'm going to go with the Eagles. They're my favorite team. I picked the Chiefs out of logic. I'm picking out of faith and loyalty to my Eagles. I think it's going to be 24-21 based off of a last-second field goal by Jake Elliott or a touchdown from Saquon Barkley. So, Ben, we'll see how that goes.
Or a field goal by Ryan Zaneski. Yeah, I agree, Jack.
Well, that's about all the time we have for you. This was the Under the Hat Super Bowl special, and as always, full episodes and segments of Under the Hat will be available on the District YouTube channel.
And follow us on Instagram at HHTV Productions. I'm Ben Zollers.
And I'm Jack Covtelli. Don't go anywhere, as here's Mr. Anderson to play us out with a rendition of Fly Eagles Fly. Go Birds.
All right, here we go, fellas. That's the words. We all got to sing it. Crew, get in behind me. Here we go. Hopefully I don't mess this up. This will be the second time.
Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. Fly, Eagles, fly, score a touchdown, 1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3.
Hit 'em low, hit 'em high, and watch our Eagles fly. Fly, Eagles, fly, on the road to victory. E-A-G-L-E-S, Eagles! Let's go!